Hello there, Sir from 17 once again. This is more Bad Business gameplay, and today I'm going to be running around with a Vector on Cairo, a map I really don't like, which I'm going to explain in this video because the topic is going to be the instaheal nerf. I haven't addressed it after I made my video on what I kind of wanted the devs to do, and the devs did something else which I did predict, and they've nerfed it in a manner that they believe in, which I respect the hell out of. So, the big thing to take away from instaheal now, guys, is that the animation on the heal, there is a shaking animation at the beginning that is 0.75 seconds long, so it's 3/4 of a second long, and it was reduced from being an entire second because that felt a little bit too long. And what it's essentially done is they've made it so that you have to be clear to use the heal. And the amount of times you're going to die while you shake it and not spray yourself is going to be quite high. Because when the spray was instant, there were still instances where I tried to heal and I died and I heard the spray go off. So it's just one of those things that's going to happen. What I do want to say, guys, is I did not think the devs were going to choose my ideas. I put my ideas out there because I'm not in charge of the game, I'm not designing it, I'm not spending any of my time working on it, so I can say ridiculous things. I don't have to put the man time or the power into that and fund it to make it work in reality. I'm in fantasy land, I can say what I want, it doesn't matter. So I get to say ridiculous things, and it makes the video more interesting because if I was in control, these are the things I would have probably tried to do to balance it as best as I could. The way they did do it, and the way I thought they were going to do it, so I actually thought what they were going to do is when you insta-healed, I didn't think they were going to change the speed, I didn't think they were going to lower the amount. I thought that when you healed, he was going to throw the can away. I thought it was going to be a one-time use with no regen. I had a feeling that it was going to be that. I don't know why, I had this weird inkling that they were going to keep it strong, keep it as a get out of free jail moment, but you only get one because it's strong. That's what I thought it was going to be. He uses it and then he dumps it. And I'm really happy that that's not the case because I stay alive quite a lot usually on Bad Business, and instaheal lets me do that. It makes me much more effective. There were a couple of other ideas I thought they might have gone with that I was hoping for, but they didn't end up choosing them, and in the end they slowed the startup, and I do think of all the things they could have done, slowing the startup was the thing that hurts me the most. Because when I first played the new update when it came out, it's been a week or two now, so I've adjusted to it and I've stopped complaining. But when I first started playing, you know when you play a game for a long time and they change something and you feel it immediately, and it's that horrible feeling, isn't it, of something is way off. And if you've never felt that, guys, the best thing I can compare it to is if you play on high frame rates and you go back to low frame rates, or if you've got a high refresh rate monitor and you go back to 60 Hz, your eyeball is screaming at you the whole time saying, what am I looking at, what's going on, this looks weird. And it's just like that with any kind of animation for any kind of important thing. Now, I actually tried changing my bindings for instaheal to mess around with it because I wanted to try something different because I'm always looking for improvements. And it threw me off so much I had to leave the game to change it back, and I tried it for about 2 minutes. And what happens is you become such a creature of habits and you become so ingrained and imprinted on that muscle memory that you know these timings off by heart. You know all these, it's a feeling, it's all happening without thought, it's completely autonomous. And when you get into that moment, that comfortability where it's muscle memory and you don't even process it, it just happens, you just react instead of thinking. It's such a powerful thing when that's changed, because it takes an interesting amount of time to get back to where you need to be. And right now, I can happily say, as much as it needed a nerf and it got a nerf and I wasn't happy with it, it's not the end of the world. And I think that's the way that you've got to look at it, because there were people saying it didn't need a nerf, and I don't understand that, because I think instaheal easily was by far the strongest tool you can use in the game. And I didn't see it that much because, let's face it, there aren't that many great players in Bad Business that you see that often, and when you do, they're using instaheal. You know, most of the higher ability players who will play this game, shout out to the guy on the roof, by the way. If you get on that roof on Cairo, doesn't matter what game mode it is, you are garbage. You are so garbage, if I made this game, I would put a kill plane up there just to get you off that roof. because I can't tell you the amount of times bitches hide on roofs and do absolutely nothing to help their team. I don't know why you can get on that roof. I don't know why they think it's a good idea that they let you on that roof. And if you get on that roof, I will never respect you. You're not a good player. Delete the game. Never play it again. You are a disgrace to the human race. Anyhow, I don't get the idea that the insta-heal is in any way okay. Because it wasn't. It was really strong. And I feel like the people that wanted it to stay the same are the people that have got used to the game being so easy for so long. And you just can't have it, can you? You can't have that. And I'm using a Vector in this gameplay, which is a gun that... It needs some love, this gun, but I love using it. It's such a fun gun. I don't think this gun fires at 1,000 and... Is it 1,020 RPMs? I don't think it does. I think there's a miscalculation in the fire rate on this weapon. And I've slowed some footage down, and something's off there. I don't exactly know what it is, and I'm not smart enough to figure it out, but I'm telling you right now, guys, I think this Vector doesn't fire as fast as it advertises. And that makes me sad, because this is the fastest firing gun in the game, and I love fire rates. Like, if they release the Nambu Type 2 into Bad Business tomorrow, 1,200 RPMs, it's all I'd use. Because I love it when things fire fast. I've just got an absolute philia for it. But yeah, guys, they nerfed insta-heal. It was a good idea. They didn't go the way I wanted to. I'm over it now. And how did you find it, guys? Are you liking what they've done? Do you think it needs nerfing again? Do you think it's in a good place? And let's move on to why I hate Cairo. You might have an idea of why I hate Cairo, speaking about the roofs. And all jokes aside, guys, if you want to use the roof, you use the roof. But I'll still never respect you, because I just don't think you should be able to get that high. And I think everybody that gets on those roofs are generally that type of player that does that type of thing anyway. Remember on Brazil when you could get on the roof there? Like, I just don't understand that. Is it so difficult to put kill planes on these things? Because I feel like I'm way more willing to kill players than the developers of Bad Business seem to be. That might be because I've got like 40,000 kills on this game and I haven't lost a single wink of sleep, but I would... Yeah. Same with Area 51, isn't it? There's a jump you can do on Area 51 and you can get on the framework of the walls. Why don't they just die? Why isn't there like an event trigger up there that just... It deals at 10,000 damage when you touch it. You know, like a molly? Can't you put the molly detection on top of those walls? If you touch it, 100,000 damage. It kills you 400 million times. You've got like a negative 9 million KD. Can you do that? Because I don't know anyone who's good at this game who does that when they're not trolling, you know? The people that do that type of stuff are exploiters who are looking for an easy time. They're the type of person who want to grief, want to stream snipe and frustrate Bad Business streamers. You know, I don't get it. I don't get the type of player that goes up there. Getting on a roof is no advantage because all it does is limit your mobility. The biggest advantage is you get to shoot down on people who are unsuspecting, and if you have to look down on unsuspecting people to get kills, what are you doing? You know, this is a very fast, very arcade shooter. Run around. Like, look at this guy. Motherfucker prones. Stood up there shooting at my team and then prones. Like a bitch. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life, man? Are you still riding your bike with fucking stabilizers on it? What are you doing? Do you give your best mate a condom to fuck your wife? What are you doing? Get down, you moron. Get in a gunfight. Shoot some people. Like, it just boggles my mind that they would let someone have such a power position like that. And you know what's really funny? Not many people can get on those roofs because it involves doing a wall jump. And I don't think many people even know you can do those wall jumps, you know? But everybody gets up there, and everybody ends up there, and it's always that one dude just stood sniping down on everybody until somebody deals with them, and guess who that person is every time? Yep, it's me! Because no one else knows these buggers are up there, apparently, and no one could shoot them. Because it's just cowardly. Super cowardly. And it's not even the reason I don't like Cairo, because Cairo is actually not that badly designed. I like the idea of it. I love the Egyptian theme. It's the haze. When you look at people at the distance here, there's a sandy atmospheric filter on it, which makes it harder to see in the distance. And I would just, if I could go into the config and remove it, I would. Because I don't want haze. I don't want fog. I don't want mist. I don't want atmospherics. I don't want any of that shit, dude. If I wanted that, I'd play Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know? I'm not looking for realism. I just don't want people on roofs that shouldn't exist. And I want to be able to see people when they're at the edge of the map. You know? And it's so crazy to me too, because you know when they made that Christmas version of this? I hated the Christmas thing that happened because it added fog. It made factory foggy for no reason other than, oh, it's Christmas and we're all blind now. And it stuck a bunch of Christmas trees in there, which was really silly too. But you know, this level was better. This level didn't get the fog for some reason, and I don't know what went on then, but... Like, this level made me clean my monitor, because I was starting to wonder if that distance, that, like, I don't even know what it is, it's some kind of... It's an effect in the distance, maybe it's like a render effect, I don't know. I thought maybe my monitor was dirty, but no, it's just Egypt, apparently. Sand. Sand, dog. Sand! It's everywhere! Like, look, you see it on that long sight line? It's like a bloody fugue. I feel like I'm in a daydream, staring into a mirage. And it's very pretty, I guess. It's very apropos, but yeah, I'm not playing for that. If I wanted to play games for visuals and appropriate, you know, cosmetic settings, it wouldn't be Roblox. But that's me complaining and whining about Cairo, a level that wouldn't be too bad if people didn't play it like absolute arseholes. And talking about the nerf to the instaheal, a necessary nerf that didn't go my way. So, thank you for watching, and you take care now.